Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing certificates of entry for Thailand. And for those who are unaware, we've made a couple of videos on this channel already on this topic. This is a document that was created shortly after the lockdown went in place, especially the international lockdown with respect to those who are looking to travel inbound to Thailand. And this document pertains not only to foreigners, but to Thai nationals as well, as these quarantine measures were put in place in order to create, if you will, a sort of buffering or a firewall with respect to the overall process so that folks are adjudicated as being able to come back into Thailand. But we've talked about it. I wanted to go ahead and show what one of these looks like. We're going to go ahead and put this up on the screen here. And I'm hoping our producer will put it up for kind of a prolonged or slightly prolonged period of time so people can actually see what this document looks like. These are a bit hard to come by. We have gotten a number of these done for clients in recent weeks, depending on the circumstances, recent days actually more urgently. But that being said, they are issuable. It is possible to get one of these documents, and it is necessary in order to be able to board a plane and seek admission to the kingdom. I kind of liken this to a manual version of ESTA, which is the electronic system for travel authorization in the United States. Those who are able to enjoy the visa waiver program in the United States still have to undertake ESTA to sort of be pre-cleared for boarding a vessel to go to the United States and then for entry into the United States, notwithstanding the fact that they may not need a visa. So this is somewhat similar to that if you look at it in terms of protocol. I'm going to go ahead and read it, and again, we'll put it up on screen, but the Royal Thai Consulate General, Los Angeles, certifies that Mr., and this has all been redacted, holder of American passport number, redacted, is eligible to enter the Kingdom of Thailand pursuant to the regulation issued under Section 9 of the Emergency Decree on Public Administration in Emergency Situations, 2005, number 1, dated 25th March, BE 2563, that's 2020, as amended upon presentation to the relevant authorities of this certificate of entry and the required documents applicable. Now, it should be noted, we're talking about a visa there. So on top of this document, you also need a visa, as well as what's called a fit to fly document. That's a medical certificate. We've done some videos on that. Quoting further, this certificate of entry shall be valid only for travel by the above named person with the following details: date of departure from the originating point of departure, date of arrival in the kingdom. So this creates, and in this case, the date of departure and arrival is 24th and 25th of August. This creates a very narrow window in which one can come to Thailand. And this can create some issues with respect to planning on traveling to Thailand. And then it has flight numbers for travel by air, and we had to go ahead and redact that. Upon entry to the kingdom, the above named person shall be subject to quarantine, and we've done some videos, and we're doing one concurrently with this one, wherein we discuss quarantine facilities. Those coming to Thailand, especially foreigners, are going to need to go ahead and deal with quarantine facilities at their own expense, and they're going to need to arrange those themselves as well. We've been assisting with clients in this we've been assisting clients with this issue in our capacity as attorneys here applying for visas and re-entry to the kingdom. But the quarantine facilities are proving to be quite an obstacle to overcome. As I said, I'm making another video concurrently with this one wherein we discuss that more at length, or more at length and more in depth. In this connection, the above named person has presented the Royal Thai Consulate General, Los Angeles, with evidence of a confirmed booking at, and we redacted it, blank hotel, which has been designated as an alternative state quarantine facility in accordance with the criteria and guidelines prescribed by Thai authorities. So clearly, there's a lot going on here. You have to have a lot of documentation. You have this narrow window in which to come into Thailand. And then on top of this, you got to go ahead and arrange for alternative state quarantine facilities. So those who are interested in coming to Thailand who find this a bit daunting, and believe me, a number of people do because it is a daunting undertaking, it may not be a terrible idea to contact a legal professional and gain some insight and guidance into how best to enter the Kingdom of Thailand.